Good morning, folks. We are on the Great Glen Way this morning. Wee bit of a difference. The hill conditions are no great. We decided to do a distance walk, and as you can see, I've got two lovely friends with me this morning. I've got Debbie, who's just waved, and I've got Kerry, who's looking rather miserable, and myself. So it's what's the date? 21st of January, something like that. Saturday. We're on the Great Glen Way, just leaving Inverness. Actually quite a historic route if you actually look into it. You cross the Caledonian Canal, follow it a wee bit, and then you're going up over one of the highest spots around Inverness called the Nain Hill. That's where we're heading for, through the slush. It's turned to slush now, and as you can see with the hood up, rain. We're expecting the rain, according to Kerry, to finish at 9 o'clock. Glorious sunshine for the next 20 miles. So that's the start of the route. We'll bring you back later and take a few snaps along the way and put things together. So we'll speak to you later on. Bye just now. Okay folks, I thought I'd bring you back. We've actually started gaining a bit of height now. So this, you can see this new housing development here. But if you look carefully there, try and zoom in a wee touch. Here you go, you'll see the old sandstone building. Well, this was the site of Craignain Hospital, which in its heyday housed, I think, somewhere around 1,300 psychiatric patients. All gone now, which is a great shame. It was a great place for people who required mental health care and such like. But now it's turned into housing development. So we thought we'd take this opportunity. As you can see, the girls are delayering because it's actually warmer than what we expected. So the route in front of us is indeed the Great Glen Way, which will take us to not quite the highest point, but one of the highest points on the route. The route height maximum goes to about 400 metres, but that's near a wee place called Drumnadrochit, and I can't quite remember what the Gaelic translation is. I'll get that for you. However, Craignain's a spot of local interest. Loads of runners, hill walkers, Great Glen Wayers. They come up here for training, exercise, etc. But we use it for obviously the Great Glen Way access. So yeah, so kind of a damp start to the morning. Looks as if the rain's easing off now. So we're still not at 9 o'clock yet. The forecast was for a dry spell from 9 onwards. Wee bit of wind, but we're fairly well sheltered in the trees. However, looking east, which you can't see with the camera, I can see quite a bit of cloud and rain and what have you. Hopefully it's blown by. Right, we'll bring you back later. Another point of interest, and as already said, we'll take a few snaps and post them up in the video when it eventually gets all put together. Okay, bring you back later. Thought I'd bring you back. This is at the, not quite the top of the Nain Hill, but as high as the Great Glen Way goes here. So I'll just let you see this route here. If you take that route takes you up to what's locally known as the mast. So it's one of the highest points in Inverness. Great viewpoint, trig point at the top as well. But this is the highest point we have reached so far. We've another wee climb to go near Drumnadrochit, as already said. The girls here getting themselves organised, and now we've got a long, very slightly inclined walk towards an area called Blackfolds. Once we get to Blackfolds, we're still on the path and it descends a wee bit, and then eventually we've got to climb up onto a Brechin before we drop into Drumnadrochit. Now for the non-Gaelic speakers, Drumnadrochit means the bridge on the hill. Drochit is bridge, a drum is a hill, so that's our target today. So snowy, starting to thaw a wee bit, so it's better on the foot. We thought we'd need the micro spikes, may just yet, but so far we're managing without them. So we'll probably just take some snaps now along the way. This is a historic road, but I don't know enough about the history. But it's dry stone diked from here to Blackfolds, probably a drove road. So we'll bring you back probably at a break-in, but I'll take some snaps between here and there and collect them and see if there's anything more interesting. Okay, I'll bring you back soon. Cheers just now. Okay guys, we're at a break-in, so that is us, well by my reckoning about just over 18 kilometres into the walk. It's less than 10 to go until we get to Drumnadrochit. Now you might see my background's quite strange, so I'm going to spin around and let you see this. So this is quite a construction. It's an ancient shelter which would probably have housed a family at least. So it's been recreated at the Brechin Forest Trust, and it's just basically, as you can see, wooden posts and thatched with reeds, etc. And it is surprisingly warm in here and surprisingly dry, not a drip. You can see by the floor's really dry. It's pretty amazing when you think of the building materials that's been used. So as I say, 18 kilometres or so into the walk, roughly 9 to go, so we've still got a bit to go uphill yet, along a landy track which has got a fair bit of snow in it, and then we'll get into the forest. Now hopefully it'll be a wee bit better in the forest. The trees have sheltered the path, so but eventually we'll go into deep snow and that's our finish. So far it's been quite tough going, bit of wind, no precipitation from 9 o'clock as listed by Kerry. So yeah, been as you can see, Kerry's getting all wrapped up, ready to rock and roll, and I think Debbie's having a coiffure. So yeah, I'll wrap up there, and we'll probably speak to you when we get to Drumnadrochit. Take a few snaps on the way, and that'll be us. Okay, over and out just now. I squeeze in. I can edit the beginning here. Well, that was a shift. We have completed how many kilometres, girls?
30, just over 30.
About 30 kilometres. It's now, I think it's about 46, is it? No, 45? 45?
45-ish.
So we're going to go from about 25 to 8. So I need longer arms for this. So again, Kerry, Debbie, myself, completed. It was quite arduous today. The going underfoot was pretty rough because of the depth of the snow, etc. However, we've got here now the hard bit. Right. The hard bit is getting home, and when we get out the motor, the girls will need to lift me into mines because I am buggered. Right, so we'll walk you down the car park, let you see where we're parked, and finish off there. Right, beautiful Drumnadrochit. Right, and we're off. It's very difficult even to walk on the pavements, guys, because you can see we're up to our ankles in snow and even deeper, and the cars here will not give way at all. Good old Highland hospitality for you. In fact, there's a good car written by us, it's called Able Care. And anyway, yes, as I was saying, wee village of Drumnadrochit on the Great Glen Way. If you look over to the left here, there's a few hostelries that's worth a visit if you venture up this way, and you can see the lights on further by. There's a hotel, a couple of hotels in fact, supermarket, etc. So aye, got a nice wee place to visit, and a great place to finish the labours of the day. I say 30 kilometres was no mean feat with the conditions of snow, slush, we had rain in the beginning, high winds, but we got there. So we're just about at the car park. So I'm finding it difficult to stay on my feet here. So the car park's in the middle of the town. Excellent facilities here. It's a great staging post for if you're going down the west coast from Inverness. A great place to meet up. Oh dear, waffling a wee bit now, but it's just because of what's underfoot. Yeah, better, I want to terra firma. Yes, I say. Right, back in the car park now. 30 kilometres. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.